Hey guys, what's going on? This is RJ Game News USA, and today I want to talk about the football game between the Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs in Brazil. I got a lot to say about it. So if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's just jump right into it. So, I've been on record saying I think the Chargers are going to win the AFC West. I was on record saying the Chargers were going to win this football game. And I was right. Chargers won 27-21. Everything I said came true. The Chiefs' defense is not as good as last year. I'm sorry. I'm off the Chiefs bandwagon for sure. I feel like this is not the same team. I feel like Travis Kelce's gotten older. That being said, I'd be lying to y'all if it wasn't, oh shit, here we go again. The Chiefs are going to come back and win. You know, of course, I was thinking that. Luckily, it didn't happen. It was a 3rd and 14. The Chargers were up 27-21. Herbert rolls out, gets the first down, slides down, and they end up winning the game. It's a good play by him. He played excellent. He had over 300 passing yards. He ran at least for over 50 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. You know, Mahomes played well. He had a couple crazy Mahomes magic-like plays in there, like a little parallel to the ground throw, a little flip for a first down on 3rd or 4th down, I think. And then he also, on like 4th down, rolled out and threw a 49-yard bomb to Hollywood Brown. But we got to go over, I'm not going to sit here and go over every single thing that happened, but there's definitely some stuff that happened we got to talk about. Xavier Worthy got hurt. I knew right away that's a separated shoulder. I could see the injury. I know what it is. I've watched sports enough. So he's going to be out for a while. You guys don't know it yet. If those x-rays come out positive, he's going to be out probably most of the year. And we already know the Chiefs are missing Rashee Rice due to that suspension. People thought I was crazy when I said, hey, the Chiefs might go 2-4, 3-3 the first 6 games of the season. I think a lot of people are paying attention now. I think a lot of people are thinking that now. They got Philly coming up next. I don't like their chances against Philly. So that being said, I'll say about this with the Chargers. I felt like their running back let them down a little bit. Omarion Hampton was a big disappointment tonight. Herbert really had to put the team on his back. Harbaugh runs a tight ship. He kept them pretty penalty-free for the most part. Butker missed that extra point. That definitely seemed to hurt the Chiefs. They couldn't get that 2-point play. I love this Tart guy, the Chargers defensive lineman. He open hand slaps Kelce in the face, doesn't get ejected. That's pretty crazy in and of itself. But he's also really good at knocking the ball down. He is really good at that. He did that at least 3 or 4 times in this game. So I was very impressed with him. I think the Chargers wide receivers got a lot better, like I said they did in the offseason. Quentin Johnson took a step up. Keenan Allen's looking like the old Keenan Allen again, back in L.A. And, of course, Ladd McConkey. I thought he made a brilliant play whenever the ball was squirting on the ground after a fumble. He just batted it out of bounds because he knows if you try to jump on it, you don't get it. And the Chiefs get it, you lose possession. That guy is such a smart player. Ladd McConkey's one of my favorite players in the league. He knew that ball was sitting there, up for grabs. He knocked it out, took the 10-yard penalty. Smart player, and Harbaugh's a smart coach, and he wants smart players, smart, physical, tough players. Ladd McConkey, even though he's a receiver, fits that bill. He's an undersized receiver, but he fits that bill. He's very much a Julian Edelman type that you want on your team. And you know what? They utilize the tight ends really well, too, like Disley. I got to say, the Chargers' offense looks a lot scarier than last year. It's one of the reasons that, coupled with the number 1 scoring defense last year, it's one of the reasons I have them winning the West. And so you all saw that tonight up in Brazil. I also got to say, the conditions of the field were much better than the conditions of the field last year in Brazil's game between the Packers and the Eagles. The conditions were piss poor. This time the NFL made sure the conditions were a lot better. I'm not a huge fan of these international games. I'm not a huge fan of taking a home game away from a team for no reason. But if you're going to do it, at least do it on a field that's going to be safe for the players so you don't have a bunch of injuries. That being said, we still saw a bunch of injuries. It's week 1. We see it every year. Xavier Worthy being out is a devastating blow for the Chiefs. He was going to be their wide receiver 1. And now he's out, and who knows how long he'll be out for. But you know what? Most of all, I'm just glad that stupid-ass fucking streak is over. The Chiefs had won 17 straight games that were one-score games, an NFL record. And finally, one of my predictions was that's going to flip the other way. They're going to lose at least 50% of these games that are close. They lost tonight. It's flipping the other way. That dumbass streak is finally dead, and we can stop talking about it. And they actually looked like a normal-ass team that would lose a game in that situation. And so, as somebody that is definitely not a Chiefs fan, I was happy to see that. And so, good job, Chargers. Good job, Herbert. And we'll see what week 2 brings. See ya.